Hey Dale, thanks so much for always being so available to our audience and helping us with what's necessary as far as the legalities of closing a real estate deal. Just wanted to ask you this month's episode of our conversation with our professionals, what actually happens at a closing? Can you tell our audience what they should expect, whether they're a buyer or a seller?
Okay, I'll start with seller on this one because the seller side of the transaction is typically a little bit easier. The seller's coming in basically to give what they have, which is their interest in the property. So they're going to come to closing and they're going to sign the deed, which is going to deed it over to the new buyers, along with some affidavits, just acknowledging that there aren't any undisclosed liens or judgments or potential claims out there. They're also going to sign a few tax-related documents at closing, and so typically we can get sellers in and out in about 10 to 15 minutes or so, sometimes even faster. They're also going to, of course, sign the settlement statement or closing disclosure, breaking down the detailed numbers for them. And so that's pretty much what a seller can come to closing expecting.
Okay.
On the buyer's side, if it's a cash transaction, then it's pretty straightforward. It's going to be the settlement statement breaking down the numbers and a few little affidavits or documents surrounding closing that they're going to sign. But if it's a loan related transaction, then it's going to be the settlement statements, closing disclosures, and the loan package from the lender. And so the loan package is going to have your promissory note in it, deed of trust, promissory note being the promise to repay whatever they're borrowing from their lender. The deed of trust is going to go on record at the Register of Deeds in whatever county that property is located, to evidence that they have that loan with that particular lender. And then a lot of documents just kind of confirming information that they've already provided to the lender as far as income, assets, work information, just kind of loan application and other information that the lender's ascertained to that point. And then the lender's also going to disclose things that they're required to by federal law and state law to the buyer so that they're made aware of everything that's pertinent and important about their loan.
Oh, okay. Okay. So in both of those cases, they both have some documents that they're going to sign. So be prepared. And if you haven't seen the episode before, there's an episode that we've done where you actually talk about what it is that they need to bring. So you make sure that you guys go back and watch that so that you could be prepared and ready. And now you know what actually happens and what it is that you're doing. Because oftentimes people say, they're coming to sign their life away. But in reality, you're coming to sign, loan papers. Pretty much they're the same that you've done in the office of the lender, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about half of the documents or disclosures that typically get signed as initial disclosures when folks first apply for the loan. So it does get a little repetitive, and folks are always like, I think I signed that already. And we're like, yeah, we know. But in this industry, there's a lot of repetition.
Oh, yeah. And then, everybody has to cover their behind, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so they want to make sure that you got everything all done. So guys, be prepared. You're going to be there. If you're a seller, you're going to be there 15, maybe 30 minutes. If you're a buyer, it might take a little bit longer. And also, in one of our other episodes, we're going to talk about when you're going to find, get your number. So make sure that you kind of read that over so that you can be prepared for that as well. Well, Dale, as always, we really appreciate you coming and chatting with us because it helps our audience to see what it is and prepare themselves for the buying process, because that's the last part of the leg of all the things that are necessary.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks so much and have a great day.
All right, you too.